Alright guys, so in this video we'll be discussing data types in NumPy. In previous couple videos we have learned that how we can generate any type of array while using NumPy, and how to access elements and how to slice elements. So if you haven't accessed that playlist, access it, and after that you can watch this video as well. So here we'll be discussing a couple of data types in NumPy, such as integer, Boolean, unsigned, float, complex float, time delta, datetime, etc. And here we'll be using, because NumPy provides us short words such as I stand for integer, B stand for Boolean, U stand for unsigned, F stand for float, up to so on. So let's jump into it. Now here I have imported NumPy with bys and p. Okay. Now here you can see we have generated array as well, and it is a string type that has a B, C, D, that has 4 values. Now what I want to check its type. So here you have to use print. Now within this print you have to give arr d type, and it is a function that will give you the type of your array. But here we see u1. Now this is the way, this is the method that returned by this data type function. D stand for data. Now here u1 means that it is a string type with single character. Okay, if I change here this value such as 1 2 3 4 5 and enter, it will give me integer type values. Okay, if I change this value such as 1.0, 2.0 or 3 or whatever you say, it should be 0.0 and 1.2 and 3.0 and enter, and it will give me float 64 type. So it's mean that this data type function check and return the types of your array, that what type of array you have created. Such as if I use here hello, after that comma, world, and enter, and it will give you u5. It means that you are using 5 character string. In first case it return u1. It means that you have used single character string. Now here we have used 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So wherever it find the largest string, it will return according to that string. So here u5 means that you have used 5 string array. Okay, after that we will be checking that how to create arrays with a defined data type, such as for I, U, F, S and U we can use defined size of an array. Let me show you. First let me remove this part and let me run it. Here we have generated this array. If you use while creating array and you use with the same array, within the same array D type, it's mean that you are saying that I want this type of array. What does it mean? So first let me print arr, and it will return you this array, and let me say I remove this one and give it I here and enter. So it says that data, it is integer data type. Okay, but if I give here F, then what will happen? It says that it is float data type, but actually we have integer data type. So it's mean that you can define manually your array types by using D type. So if I give it here S, then what will happen? It will give you an error because S is not a correct symbol for your, you have to give capital S. As you can see here, it says that it is string type 1, means single character. It is a single character. Now in case of string it is single character. Actually it is integer type, but we have used this function and we have specified here string, so it will be string. So if I give here D, then it will be double, okay, in point, as you can see. So in that way you can also give a type to your array. Now what if a value cannot be converted? This is the very important part. As you can see, we have this string type array and I want to give it a data type integer. Now what will happen if I run it? It will give me error, invalid literal for integer type with base 10. Now if you see here, it is A is a character and it is a string, and if you know Python in Python you can't convert a string type to integer type. Okay, but if I change here a to such as 4 and enter, it worked. It changed. As you can see here, it says that it is integer type. But in first case, if I give here another character such as b, it will give me error, because you can't convert string type to integer. But these numbers are also string and it is converted. How it's possible? Because these are numbers. Actually they are strings, but they are numbers, and you can convert number strings to any data type but can't character. Okay, so if I run it, then this time it will give me that it is integer type 32. Now converting data type on existing array, what does it mean? The best way to change the data type of an existing array is to make a copy of the array using as a type. It is very important part. As a type function creates a copy of the array and allows you to specify the data type as a parameter. Let's see example. It says that change the data type from float to integer by using I as a parameter value. So we have this float type array, and I want to copy this array to this new variable. While copying to this existing array to the new array, you have to specify its data type as well. So here, while copying this array to this variable, I want to change its data type. So that will help me as type, because this array, so let me do it this again. Now I want to store this array within this, so I'll simply use here arr. After that, I want that when I copy this array to the new array or variable, I have to change its data type as well. So as type. Now if I give here I and run it, here you can see first we have just printed arr, the original array, so it is integer float type. After that I check the type of the original array, it is float. After that I have printed the another this array, and it is now this time it is integer type, and I have checked its data type and it is integer as well. It's mean that when I copied this array to the new variable, so I have changed its type while using as a type function. You can do this thing like instead of I, you can give it int. It will do the same work. Okay, as I have discussed it right here. Either you use integer or simply I, it will work. Now again another example, change data type from integer to boolean. So this is integer type array, so just give here bool while using this function, and after that just print and check the type, so it will give you this array. Okay, so it's very simple that whenever you want to copy an array and store to into another variable, and this time you want to change also its type, then just use this function as a type while give it as a parameter the data type that you want to convert it. Now here is exercise for you. This NumPy exercise, you have to use NumPy uses as a character to represent each of the following data types. Which one? Now this I represent which one? Just type in the below comment section. Okay, so see you in the next video.